Hello everyone, back again with another Camille Samuels video. Do people do people think that he was rude and mean? This is supposed to be one of the 2.8 million views on how he was talking to this woman. How did it come up to that many views? Is it do all of them just love the way that he disrespects and talk to women and how he says y'all black women? Yes, he didn't call her a bitch. Yes, he did not call her or disrespect her, as in calling her out her name. But in the same sense, he still was kind of rude and a little mean to this woman. It's everyone for. It's shit, probably like 15 to 20 guys to each fucking woman. And he don't know what every guy looks at. Just because he's not interested in a black woman, that he's probably more interested in a skinny, anorexic woman or a petite woman that is white or mixed. So, with that being said, and I don't think no nurse killed him. He probably had a heart attack or something. I don't know. I wasn't there in his house when he was doing whatever the hell he was doing. Didn't people have accusations saying that he was gay? That he was with a man or some shit? I mean, it was a lot of videos on that, and I'm like, what the hell? When I seen that. So, let's continue with this and tell me. Well, y'all didn't have to tell me because I don't even look at the messages. I don't look at the messages because when I was talking about Tommy Sotomayor, a lot of people had a lot of hateful things to say. Every now and then I still check on my messages, but I be busy sometimes. And I gotta get a new prescription for my glasses because I can't halfway see. It's small print on these cell phones. But anyways, let's get back into it.
And this doesn't sound appealing to the kind of man you're talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of meetings.
Oh, okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men, and you said once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want. And you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like...
Would you want your son to... If you had a son making that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, who's younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for black women. They will even... should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring... I want the best for my son. That should have been the appropriate answer. That's why I sat up. That is bullshit. You should want the best for your son.
Of course.
But this is... But... And are you thinking...
If he brought home a woman... Yes. I feel like I'm the exception to the rule. But
no, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life has proven to you that you're not.
Wow.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you.
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid 30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
So what is
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one of you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up 5, but when I put myself together 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
did you I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest.
Wow.
You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that. Okay. Average looking women. Average looking woman who's older. Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that?
Did y'all hear that? Sound like a whip. That should go to show you what did he used to think about women. That was, he say average, but I say she probably like an 8 or 9. And in other people's eyes, she can be a dime piece. But he made a sound of a whip. And what comes to my mind when I heard that was, damn, he thinks she a slave or something. What him doing that? What did that puzzle mean? That he beating a slave? Did he think that he was white? And he constantly said, "Y'all black women don't listen. Y'all black women that's 35 years old." So ever 20-something-year-old woman that used to date him, your mama need to beat your ass. Then y'all watch this show. Y'all mama need to take you home. No matter how you 20-something-year-old, no matter. She need to grab your ass, get her a switch, and tear your ass up with that switch. That old as he is, she need to get a switch and she need to whoop your ass. You need to get the damn old school whooping with a switch, and you're an adult, so it can't be child abuse. So she needed to get that switch and tear your ass up because you gotta bump your motherfucking head. They be trying to date a nigga like this that disrespectful to women. I mean, he's down. He like, don't make me say it. So what, you gonna just flat out say she ugly? Just because she's not your cup of tea or your cup of chocolate, that don't mean shit. A lot of other men that probably actually making 5 figures probably want a woman like that. They got a good head on her shoulders. She probably not understanding what the fuck you saying, and she just wants you to fucking teach her how to do better. And instead, you keep talking about how average she is and how she have a 13-year-old child. Maybe she do probably have fucking good my head on her shoulders, know what the fuck she want. And just as well as knowing what she want, she could have got an average man also. Vice versa. But she gotta know what she want. Instead of him talking about that and talking to people like that, maybe a lot of other real women would have fucking supported his channel more than all of them making all them accusations about his ass. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. He kind of sound rude to me. In the things he say to women. And it's no better than what Thomas Usselmere said. It's no better what fucking Hassan Campbell said. It's my opinion.
To the chase, man. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone. Straight up. Because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that
A trash man and a post office person fucking make a lot of money. What the hell is he talking about? It might not be damn 6 figures, but shit. You'll be able to afford a big ass house and a car. Damn, so he just basically talked down on the trash man or a post office person. Wow. And a lot of people watched him.
it's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got a kid. And you're average.
Wow.
And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have.
In order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, man. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone. Straight up. Because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got a kid. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people. And you're an average person. I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business. You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So, what is your advice for women that?
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. Most of us in Black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality. I asked you about your child's father, and you couldn't answer me. But it doesn't sound like you're too proud of him. What kind of student is your child?
He's an A student.
Does he have any behavioral problems?
No, he actually got a YouTube channel and he's trying.
I don't need no. But where is it? But his daddy is still. If his daddy is alive, does he have a relationship with his father?
Yeah, he does.
Then what's your issue with him?
He's not business minded like my father and my uncle and.
Wow. Okay. Damn. He dissed the good damn lady's fucking business. You know, said you take off all of that, you won't look like, basically, he might have said it out loud, but he's holding his tongue. But even though he's holding his tongue, you still know what the hell he was gonna fucking say. And I'm like, this nigga just said, you take out that, you won't look like nothing. Damn. And as you see, she's not an ugly woman. But she do need to think down deep what she really want out of a man, other than how much he make. She need to think about how she want to be treated by that man. And I don't think she needs therapy just because she was ignoring what he was saying, because she was on the goddamn phone looking at her fucking phone the whole damn time because he was saying fuck shit about her and to her. He could have said it in a different way. He could have, did that shit one-on-one, not doing it on the net and talk to the woman. But instead, he wanted to make, from the very beginning, he said he was going to make an example out of her. So, right off the bat, he really didn't give a fuck about what she looked like, how much he made. He didn't really give a fuck. Only thing he was caring about is making an example out of her. Ladies, please listen to this. If you see how the fucking people talk to people on the fucking thing like that, why in the fuck would you go and try to get any damn advice about it? He thinks that anyone makes under the 6 figure ain't shit. He thinks that, oh, she ugly and she got a kid and she 35 and she old as hell. This nigga's in his goddamn 50s. Well, was in his 50s. And stuff like that came out his mouth. Yeah, he didn't call her all B's and this and that and the other, but he might well. He keeps saying, y'all black women don't listen. Y'all black women need fucking therapy. Do he have a lot of things against black women? Have anyone ever seen any woman he dated? Probably not. But anyways, if you want advice, don't go to a person that thinks they are better than someone to make minimum wage. Don't go to someone that think he's a high value man, which he's not, because I can say the same thing about him, what he used to look like. The motherfucker looked old as hell. Then he wants 20-year-old women so he can mold them in a way to think like him. He wants to mold them and brainwash them to think like him. And you wonder why women like her think that she's supposed to have a high value man. Because maybe her uncle and her daddy was the same like him. That's why she calling and asking advice about him. Or maybe she feels she can't go to her daddy and uncle. Maybe is that the reason? He didn't ask, is a mama a high value woman? Because she's not. But she probably still love her mama just the same. And everyone sitting here talking about high value men and high value women. Okay, don't that motherfucker they're talking about something that it need to be a natural disaster to wipe out the minimum wage people or poor people because the world is overpopulated. Do you really want a high value man? Tell them what the fuck they thinking about. Anyways, y'all have a great one. And please stop listening to damn idiotic motherfuckers and thinking that you're going to get some good advice in this because they talk like that on the line, that they are not going to disrespect you and tell you that you don't get what you want. You got to look into yourself, fix yourself. If you want this or whatever, push for it. Push for the goddamn stars if you want to. If you want your damn fucking man on a damn horse with a carriage and like you Cinderella, go ahead. But think about what the hell you want. How do you want that man to treat you? How do you want him to handle himself? Now, he can be an average motherfucker and still know how to present himself as a high value man. Hit that subscribe button, share, and if you see someone that asks me to fucking listen to this, go ahead. Sorry about the foul language, but this dude right here, this kind of made me a little agitated. Y'all have a nice one. Stay safe and take care of yourself.